What's up, guys? This is JR, and this is Fight Talk. Today we'll be talking about the UFC 199 results. I did do a prediction video on this. I'll put it in the description below or in the cards up above if you guys want to watch this video or that video. But we'll go ahead and get started with the first fight that I did predict on the video. Brian Ortega, number 12, versus Clay Guida. I'm going to tell you the truth. I did not watch this fight. I did not get to watch this fight. I really wanted to watch this fight, but did not get a chance to. So I'll tell you the results, which is Brian Ortega comes up with a win via TKO KO in the third round. I really wanted to watch this fight, but did not get a chance to watch that fight. So we'll go ahead and go on with the next fight. Poirier, number 11, versus Bobby Green, number 13. Bobby King Green. This was a fun fight. A lot of action, Poirier said that he wanted to keep it standing. He did keep it standing, so props to him. There was no, I don't think there was no engagement for the takedown. It was a fun brawl. It was a nice brawl. It was a good match. This is what the fights you want to see, just toe to toe, and we got that. It was finished in the first round by Poirier. He finished it in the first round. He rocked Bobby Green with some type of strike. I did not know. It was an exciting fight. And then he rocked him again. Bobby Green was, being Bobby Green, putting his hands down, trying to do the shoulder roll, being confident, telling him to come in. Poirier did come in and clip that chin, and down he went, and it was a wrap. But Bobby Green's kind of rusty. It's his first fight coming back. I hope he does well. I hope he comes back to fight again and do better. But Poirier, he's on the roll. I think that was his fourth straight win for that division. So he's doing good. Good things for Poirier. Hope he gets a top 5 fight contender, a bigger fight. He's doing good. I'm a big fan of Poirier, the Louisiana native. So we'll go on to the next fight, which was Henderson versus Lombard, 15 versus 14. Now this was a crazy fight, guys. I did pick Henderson to win this fight, and Lombard is so strong and so bulky and so big and so young, because Henderson is very old for fighting. But it was a fun matchup. Henderson, right off the bat, rocked. First, Henderson clean right hand to Lombard's chin. He took it. He kind of popped up, but he took that right hand, which was impressive. But the other one landed very clean along the first round, and that rocked him. Henderson being Henderson, trying to go in, trying to look for the kill, and boom, he gets clipped. He goes down, and Lombard ends up on top of Henderson for the first round, for the good amount of the first round. Then they get up towards the end, and just Lombard throwing bombs. He drops Henderson again. Looks like Henderson was about to go out. I thought it was a wrap, but Henderson takes the punches, gets up. He's a wobbled. The first round ends. So the first round was very exciting and very eye-opening. The second round comes in. It's all about who has a better cardio. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, who has the better cardio? Lombard's not known for that cardio. Henderson is old, so we don't know. It comes again very technical. Both of them just standing still. I was thinking, man, someone's gonna get clipped and go down. Well, Hendo up with a right. I think it was a right head kick. He missed that. Something. I think they're trying to go. Lombard was trying to take Hendo down. Hendo throws a back elbow straight to the dome, and Lombard goes down stiff. Hendo finishes it off with one elbow, and it's a wrap. Henderson wins this fight. I picked Henderson, and it was a tough matchup because Lombard is a beast, and he is explosive, and he's powerful. So he gets KO'd, the second round KO for Henderson, And Henderson did hint his retirement. He might be retiring. So, Hendo has been in the fight game for a long time. Much respect to him. And hopefully he does, great things along his life, or maybe comes for one more fight. But this was a good fight to leave a good note on with a KO, with a Hendo power. All right, we'll go to the next fight, guys. The next fight was Holloway, number 4, versus Ricardo Lamas, number 5. Holloway's number 4. This matchup was, like I said, I felt like Holloway had a better skill set. He just a better skill set. He was coming out of a very long win streak. I don't really know how long it is. I know he's been winning a lot, but just like I said, the first round, looked very clean. Lamas did show that power. He did show that he was aggressive, and Holloway did take some clean shots, and it was very dangerous. But it was just a 3 rounds of domination for Holloway. But Lamas did show some fight. It wasn't nothing embarrassing. It was just it was a fun fight. But just Holloway just outclassing him all around. First round, second round, and third round. He was close to finishing Lamas, but Lamas is a very tough fighter. I think Holloway could have thrown more head kicks or more kicks in general. It was more of a stand-up fight, but it was a fun fight to watch. And towards the end, towards the third round, at the end of the third round, Lamas was telling him, hey, I can't feel that power. So they just stood still in the middle of the octagon and just started throwing haymakers for at least 10 seconds, 5 seconds. But haymakers, man, that was interesting. That was fun to watch. If you guys see the highlights, you know what I'm talking about. But again, I'm 3-0 with these predictions. Holloway gets the win via unanimous decision. So we'll go on to the next fight, the co-main event of the evening. Dominick the Dominator Cruz versus the California Kid Urijah Faber. This was an interesting fight. The second fight they ever had was, it was a tough matchup for Dominick Cruz, and that's what I was thinking this fight was gonna be. It was gonna be a tough matchup again. It was gonna be a toe-to-toe. Both of them clapping each other, but we see Dominick Cruz doing what Dominick Cruz does, the Dominator. It was just a outclass. Faber just got outclassed hands down the first round. They started wrestling. Faber got Cruz down like once, but Cruz reversed it, ended up landing on top of Faber most of the rounds, but Faber got most of the takedowns. Cruz got most of the takedowns. Faber looked very strong, but Cruz just popping that jab, that clean jab. He was also landing some clean kicks to Faber's legs, and I thought Faber would utilize the kicks, because knowing that TJ Dillashaw did kick Cruz's leg pretty good in the fifth round at the end of the round. I was thinking Faber might kick him and maybe destroy him with the kicks, but Faber wasn't throwing no kicks. Faber was just trying to survive in this fight, guys. 5 rounds of domination. Faber, all respect to him. He's a great fighter. He's never lost to bums. He just loses to world class fighters, which is okay sometimes. But Cruz looked phenomenal in this fight. Can't wait to watch what's next. Whoever wins against TJ Dillashaw versus a Sun Tzu, I think that's the next fight for him, which is a tough fight. So we'll see. Just great to watch Cruz's fluidity, his movement, his the stuff he does to dodge those punches. The kid doesn't get hit. He did rock Faber twice. I think he took him down twice with some clean shots. One to the cheekbone, and I think one right behind the ear. But he did drop Faber twice, which was crazy. I was jumping around because you don't see Cruz dropping people so often. Not world class, fighters like Faber. Faber dropped Cruz, I think, twice in the last fight. So it was interesting to see that kind of flipped around. Cruz getting 2 knockdowns from Faber. It was a fun fight, but Cruz gets that unanimous decision. So we'll go to the main event, guys. The main event was crazy. The main event was, I was going into this fight talking like it's a wrap. Bisping got finished the last fight with a full camp. You think he's gonna come in and really have some competition against Rockhold, the monster, the beast? He's big, man. He's like a light heavyweight fighting a middleweight. So I was predicting this fight. I like Bisping. Like I was saying in the predictions, I do like Bisping. I just wish that he had that full training camp, because I think Bisping does deserve a title shot. He's been there 10 years. He's been in the UFC 10 years, knocking people down. Yes, he's lost, a lot of the big fights, a lot of the fights that matter. But he's been a tough competitor, and I like the way he fights. He fights, very, very good hands, very good kicking style, very elusive, very difficult to counter. But Rockhold looked like a beast going into this fight. Rockhold just beat Weidman. Weidman looked like a beast. He just beat Weidman. But before I was telling, I was saying Rockhold has been knocked out by Vitor Belfort, so the chin has been clipped. And the way I see it, if that the chin's been clipped before, that chin could get clipped again, and you could get knocked out again. Once you get knocked out once, it could always happen again. This is a sport. Well, anything could happen. One bad punch could set you down. So look, Rockhold looked very, very calm in this fight, coming in very confident, a little too confident. But you could say the same thing with Bisping, talking all that smack. He said right before right before the bell rang, Bisping was saying, "I'm gonna knock you the F out," and Luke Rockhold just laughed at him, and the bell rang. The first round, Bisping was looking good, and Rockhold just looked too relaxed, and the chin was clipped. The chin was clipped. Rockhold went straight down on his butt, got right back up, hands were out, overhand right behind the ear, and Rockhold goes night night. It was crazy to see that happen, because Bisping was such an underdog coming in 14 days notice. He knocks out Luke Rockhold. That is incredible. Luke Rockhold got KO'd clean. It was a clean shot to the chin. He got up, he put his hands up, overhand right behind the ear, and the kid falls down, and it's a wrap. After that, Bisping was just throwing punches straight to the face. Luke Rockhold wasn't defending. He was completely out, man. But it was crazy, because Bisping is the new middleweight champion of the world. What's next for him? He has Jacare Souza waiting for him, so that's going to be an interesting fight. I think that's the next fight, because I don't know if Weidman gets the fight. That's going to be interesting what goes on. I know that Rockhold is not getting an immediate rematch. The kid got knocked out cold in the first round, with Bisping coming in 14 days notice. Rockhold's he's beaten Bisping. That's the crazy part, that he's beating him before, with both of them having the full training camp. He's knocked him out. He tapped him out. He clipped him on the chin with his leg, and then tapped him out. So that's why I was waiting for this whole first round. I was waiting for the high left kick that Rockhold likes to hit, that likes to clip you with. But that never happened. Rockhold was too elusive, too calm, and his chin was clipped, and he went down, guys. That was the UFC 199 results video. This was awesome fight card. I liked it. I really enjoyed it, guys. And it was a fun fight. It was a fun card, I say. So I can't wait for UFC 200. UFC 200 announces that Brock Lesnar is coming back. So that's other discussion for other video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like it up. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and subscribe. Once again, this was JR. This is Fight Talk. And thank you. Just want to say rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. He passed away this Friday. So rest in peace. He did great things for the sport of boxing. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed this, once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This was JR Fight Talk. I'll see you on the next video.